Africa. The very name evokes images of vast savannas teeming with wildlife, ancient cultures rich in tradition, and a people known for their resilience and warmth. From the gold and diamonds of the south to the oil and gas reserves of the west, the continent is blessed with an abundance of natural wealth. Its land holds the promise of agricultural bounty, and its rivers offer the potential for hydroelectric power. Beyond these material resources lies a wealth of human capital, a young and vibrant population eager to learn, innovate, and contribute to the world. Africa's history is long and complex, a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and tragedy. It is the cradle of humanity, where our earliest ancestors took their first steps. The continent has witnessed the rise and fall of mighty empires, the flourishing of art and scholarship, and the enduring spirit of its people in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges of colonialism and its lingering effects, Africa has emerged with a vibrant cultural identity expressed through its music, art, literature, and traditions. This spirit of resilience is evident in the daily lives of its people, who navigate the complexities of their societies with remarkable strength and adaptability. From the bustling markets to the quiet villages, there is a palpable sense of community, a shared history, and a collective determination to overcome obstacles. Africa's potential is immense, a sleeping giant waiting to awaken. Despite its abundant resources and vibrant cultures, Africa faces a myriad of challenges. Poverty remains a pervasive issue, with millions struggling to meet their basic needs. Access to quality education and healthcare is limited, particularly in rural areas. Infrastructure is often inadequate or poorly maintained. Corruption siphons off resources intended for development and erodes public trust. It perpetuates a cycle of poverty and inequality. It discourages foreign investment and stifles innovation. Political instability casts a long shadow over the continent. Coups d'état, civil wars, and ethnic conflicts have ravaged many nations. The lack of economic diversification is another pressing concern. Many African countries remain heavily reliant on the export of raw materials. Climate change exacerbates existing challenges such as drought and food insecurity. However, these problems are not insurmountable. Africa's destiny is not predetermined. By addressing these challenges, the continent can create a brighter future for all its people.
While external factors have played a role in shaping Africa's challenges, it is the failures of leadership that lie at the heart of the continent's woes. From the halls of power to the village squares, a lack of accountable, visionary, and ethical leadership has had a devastating impact on the lives of millions.
Too often, African leaders have prioritized self-enrichment and the consolidation of power over the needs of their people. Corruption has become endemic, with public funds diverted to private accounts while essential services crumble.
The example of Robert Mugabe's rule in Zimbabwe stands as a stark reminder of the devastation that can be wrought by a leader who puts his own interests above those of his nation. Once a beacon of hope for post-colonial Africa, Zimbabwe descended into economic ruin and political repression under Mugabe's iron-fisted rule.
Nigeria, despite its vast oil wealth, remains plagued by poverty, corruption, and underdevelopment. The Niger Delta, the heart of Nigeria's oil production, has been ravaged by pollution and environmental degradation, leaving local communities impoverished and their livelihoods destroyed.
These examples are not isolated incidents. They are symptomatic of a wider leadership crisis that afflicts many African nations.
Often, we hear about the West's influence over Africa, but it's more complex than that. It's not just about external control. Internal governance plays a crucial role too.
That's right. While historical and external factors cannot be ignored, the focus should also be on local leadership and accountability.
Living here, we see the impact of poor leadership every day. But there's also hope. People are more aware now and they're demanding change.
Exactly. The youth are rising, and they're not just waiting for change. They're making it happen. It's about time we take charge of our destiny.
Indeed, the energy and determination of the younger generation are driving a new wave of optimism across the continent.
With this momentum, Africa has the potential to redefine its future. It's a new dawn, and it's up to all of us to seize it.
Africa stands at a crossroads with its rich history and immense potential. By embracing accountability and fostering leadership, the continent can pave the way for a brighter future. The journey ahead is challenging, but together, we can make it a reality.